bed. I like that. Little nigga, you know what I'm saying?
So you about to sit here and be vain about yourself? Is that what we doing? Damn, no room for improvement.
What?
There's nothing wrong. It's just, damn, no toast, no.
Really, nigga?
It's the first episode.
You're right. It is the first episode.
Do you want to kick this off properly, seeing as how Q is late?
Yeah, we can kick this off. So, hello everybody. This is
Jesus.
Space City Renegades.
You're so unenthusiastic.
What?
No.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
How about this?
Okay.
What's happening, everybody?
Woo.
It's the absolutely first episode of Space City Renegades.
Space City Renegades. Woo.
Our third man, Q, is late.
Like a nigga.
Technical difficulties with traffic.
On the first episode. On the first fucking episode.
You know what? To be honest with you, the way YouTube is set up now, you probably can't get away with saying the N-word, so I'm going to let that one go.
What? We can't say the N-word?
I don't know.
Hold on.
As hard as we have fought to be openly racist as a people.
Look, hold on. Shut up. I understand them, demonetizing people for having misinformation or about COVID and stuff like that. But me saying nigga, oh, nah. They're going to let that
disclaimer.
slide.
We are not medical doctors.
At all.
Go reach actual professionals.
Yes, please.
For their own medical opinion about your own body.
Take care of your body.
We do not have those opinions.
At all.
Because
if you're going to die, you're going to die. You're going to live, you're going to live.
We're not the experts. That's our disclaimer. That's
we are niggas. Dun, 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 dun.
Pet boys would be so disappointed. State Farm. You know what? Never mind. It's just, yeah. So.
Yes, what's up? Let's talk. We here now.
You want to time how late he's actually going to be? Because 6 minutes is what his GPS said.
So in nigga time, it's either 2 minutes prior or 2 minutes later.
Now, you see, there's always math to these equations.
Of course. So either he's 4 minutes away or he's 8 minutes away, depending on the type of nigga he is.
He's courteous, so I want to take that 8-minute bet. And he's just
so he's 8 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what time is it? 7:01.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, give it till about 7:06. Because I just got off the phone with him like 2-3 minutes ago.
We shall see. All right. So, never mind. That's just some.
Oh, I was about to say, speak of Satan.
But nope. They're just cleaning the door. It's all good. They wanted to look spick and span in here. Shout out to the Baron Collective.
Shout out to the Baron Collective. Yes.
For all your recording, studio, and podcast needs, reach out to the Baron Collective right here on the cozy north side.
North side.
Where will you reside?
North side. Off of 290, where you find me.
You're so ugly.
Dude, we got to be cool, man. Everybody else has a cool one. We got to... We're in Houston, man. 59 got one. 288 got one.
You don't have to fake it till you make it. Just be.
We're not faking it. This is real. 290 is like right there.
I know. That's not what I was talking about, but okay. I was talking about the cool part.
We're cool regardless, though.
Absolutely. So, you know.
Oh, man.
We're naturally goofy like this. This beer is like not even anything worth scoffing at.
I'm trying to get comfortable and be able to talk all at the same time.
Why didn't you adjust yourself before the show like I did?
I didn't know how to adjust I didn't know how to adjust it.
Yeah, you just run away with that one. It's all good.
Look, bro, I'm here now. We here now. We will figure it out as we go. As we go. This is day one. It's day one.
I'm old. Not really, but yeah.
Stop saying that. Y'all got to stop saying that shit. We are not old yet. We are in our prime. Stop saying that.
I wasn't necessarily saying anything about age. I was talking about like podcasting.
Oh,
I'm old when it comes to this. I did it in KTSU too. And I did it with Dudes for Dallas. Shout out Paisley.
shout out Texas Southern one time.
Absolutely.
Shout out to all HBCUs making it happen.
Trying to convince more of us to go, but
Hey,
only go if you absolutely need to go. There's no need
Yes.
to rack up some debt simply because
at all.
BA or BS
College is not the end all be all.
by your name.
Listen to the man.
That's funny. You go to school to get some BS by your name.
Ain't that some shit, bro? Ain't that some shit?
Isn't that the irony?
Yeah, it's very ironic. You spend 4 to about 6 years grinding it, struggling, getting shit late, still making time to go see your girl, but then still got midterms, still got, you know what I'm saying, projects due. The group project, them niggas ain't say nothing in like 2-3 days, so you got to hit them up. Then you got, then you back door, got to go eat at the student center because you wasted all your meal points with the hoes and shit. Told yeah, I'll get you some Chick-fil-A.
These are general
Like,
statements, but I feel like you're snitching on yourself right now.
This isn't me.
This isn't you.
This is everybody. I'm just a part of everybody. Somebody can relate. They gonna be like, damn, that nigga Rob was spitting.
In what form or faction?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Kobe Bryant? R.I.P.
Well, nah, you're probably giving a good general idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
have the general guy experience at TSU.
yeah, like
If you
there's gonna be
campus.
a lot of events, a lot of good-looking women, a lot of hoopla, a lot of hype. Cause, but as long as you stick to it, you'll get
It's
through
the
it.
13th grade extended. What are you talking about?
Not really, because the element of freedom is what killed. Oh,
6 minutes on the dot.
What time is it? Yeah, see, I told you.
Goddamn.
I told you.
Oh, y'all already with the already. Huh?
Absolutely.
come sit over here.
Come right here so you can be on.
Because
camera.
camera's up. Yeah.
We already done all of our disclaimers. You know, we could get all South Park with it now.
Okay, hold on. Hey guys. I got caught.
Hi,
in
everybody.
traffic.
Everybody.
I got caught in traffic.
Yeah.
Niggas having accidents and shit.
You want to know what's funny? Been in Houston traffic all day. And guess what was the norm?
What?
Somebody having to wait behind somebody else.
Yeah. Welcome to Houston.
Sometimes it's not even an accident, bro. It's just
Foolishness.
foolishness. People be looking at accidents to start traffic.
So, like, what I've learned about Houston traffic is 2 things. 1, people don't know how to really drive. And 2, people don't know where they're going.
Especially when it rains.
Oh my God. I can't stress this enough. If anybody's watching this and you've driven in Houston, you know. During rain, sleet, hail, or even strong winds, just drive a little slower.
When's the last time you got some hail? Anyway.
Yeah, that's a pastor word right there. Bro, I was so annoyed today. Just looking at it, what was one dude had an actual accident with himself.
Tell me more.
With himself.
With
He crashed
himself.
into a
Me
wall
more.
or something and his bumper fell off.
Damn.
And he's on the freeway trying to put that bitch back on.
Bro.
Wait, pause.
What?
Did you start this story off by saying he crashed into the wall by himself?
By himself.
And put his bumper back on
Trying to put
by himself.
This bastard tried to put his bumper back on, bro. In the middle of the freeway.
Take that
This shit
L.
wild, bro.
In the
This
middle
shit
of the
wild.
freeway.
Middle of the
Raining.
Oh.
Bro, nah.
I felt bad, too. That was a Camaro. I felt bad.
It was man.
Camaro,
You
bro.
want to know what?
Boy, his insurance finna be skyrocket.
Oh, my God.
You know what I think it was?
What?
It couldn't have been his Camaro. Because if it was his Camaro, he would have just put it in the back seat and drove home.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Plot twist.
So whose Camaro is it?
I don't.
Because that's the scary part. Is it his girl's Camaro?
Oh.
His guy's Camaro? Because it's
Whoa.
2021. Is it his parents' Camaro?
Domestic violence.
Now, here's the big one. Is
Oh,
it
wait.
the company Camaro?
Oh. Oh.
Because if he's struggling to put it back on and it's not working, that means he's in some shit.
This story has taken such a deep dig. I like it. Keep going.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when I got in my accident,
like a Scooby-Doo mystery.
I just put my shit in my trunk and I had to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I just had to keep it pushing. It is what it is. I'll
Bro,
get the parts.
sad so many times, bro.
Like,
My
what?
car broke down on the side of the freeway. I had to call this man.
Yeah. It happens.
Brings out a different type of disappointment.
Oh my God. You
What?
have to
It
humble
humbles it.
yourself.
It humbles the shit out of
the
you.
fuck-
Cause you know when you drive, you like shit. It ain't me. It's not
It's
me.
being
You know what I'm saying? And then bam, it's you.
Oh man.
Then everybody looking at you, passing by like,
Passing by.
mm-mm.
You was that nigga that was looking at you. Passing by.
Yeah, bitch. You see how it
Yeah,
feels.
Bro. You have to call your homie the humblest of calls, nigga. You gotta be like,
What?
if you find it in your heart to
In the
please
eyes of an
angel.
This is why
Hi, I'm White Lady.
ignore is so necessary.
R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal, bro.
R.I.P.
Patrice.
R.I.P.
I like how
You know
this
what?
goes. We
Now
don't
that
have
we-
a topic, bro. This is good.
This is our first episode, so we're just
Yeah.
gonna get a feel. you know?
Invoking this man's name, how do you think comedy would be different? Would you bringing comedy to the forefront? Do you think he would have defended Dave Chappelle?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't think he would have.
Right.
I don't think he would have, but I feel like he was fighting for that for since the early 2000s. For a comedian to say whatever the fuck. I think Dave Chappelle could have went real hard. I know some comedians that go twice as hard as Dave Chappelle on everything.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb. Jesus Christ.
That man is brutal.
That man is dark. And then,
But
and I
he's
love
funny.
it. I love
But
the dark humor.
the thing about it is,
Dark humor.
shut up.
Spooky.
Stop. No, but the thing about it is, it's like, that's the purpose of comedy. It's to tell the truth in a funny way, or to bring light onto something that might be controversial in a humorous way. So with Corey Holcomb, with the Patrice O'Neal, with the Dave Chappelle, all three of them have said controversial things.
Yeah.
Everybody says something controversial.
Well, yeah, everybody. I'm just
They
using those
tried to
three as a,
cancel
you know.
Kevin Hart.
Not all comedians. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
He don't say.
He bends though.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. He talk. He stick to his lane, bro. He's like the Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather of comedy. He's not a knockout artist. He's gonna win.
He is going to win.
He
He
is
is going to win.
He's going to win, and he sticks to his lane. And I respect Kevin Hart.
We all respect
But
Kevin Hart.
I
Shout out to
like-
Kevin Hart.
Jenkins drinking beer. but
We'll
yeah,
blur it
bro.
out. We'll
But
blur it out.
Patrice O'Neal, bro, he would fit right in for the society, bro. He would fit right in, but he has so many sons nowadays, though. Like, you don't know how many grandchildren this nigga got, bro. I think
I don't
Andrew
think-
Schultz,
When you put it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
my
he didn't
dude
have any
who's
kids.
with him on Flagrant.
Flagrant.
Flagrant 2, his podcast. Singh. His last name is Singh. He's an Indian dude. But he's just like Patrice O'Neal, bro.
Mm.
But I'm saying, like, he would fit right in for this, because he was talking about this shit in early 2000s, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying,
nothing's really changed.
nothing's really changed.
I
I think
think-
it got worse.
I think what has
I wouldn't
happened
say
to
it
us
got
when it
worse.
comes to
Well, trying to
so-called-
cancel people got worse.
Well, cancel
That
culture
definitely
as a
has.
whole is somewhat toxic because we're canceling people for shit they said back in 2010. Motherfuckers is getting canceled for shit back in 09. Like,
That's stupid.
it's dumb. Like, how can you?
It's the lack of acknowledgement of nuance. If you want to put it in a long-winded way of saying it, it's the lack of acknowledgement of nuance. Meaning, you cannot put yourself in the mindset of thinking, oh, well, that was back in that time. That was the norm. I can see why they thought that was cool. Nowadays, no. Good point to put up. What's something that's not so, fuck it, racism.
Ooh,
We all understand it's not cool to do right now
N-word.
because nobody
F-word.
because nobody so-called wants to hate each other. But we all know somebody's going to find a way to hate you for something, whether it be because you're more successful than them, you got a better car, whatever. However, back in the day, it was open. Oh, you're not where I'm from? Screw you, because I think I'm the best because I'm from here.
Yeah.
A lot of times it was just nationalism and just people being like, yeah, screw your culture. It's backwards to me. I don't want to learn. And it's the latter part of what I said that just really is the root problem. I don't want to learn.
I feel like, how do I put this, man? Like, racism pertaining to like what we said earlier about like comedy, it's very, how do I say this? It's like, why are we still fighting this same battle with racism? Why are we still so ingrained in racism the way we are? Like, for instance, like Dave Chappelle defended himself. He said, every time I've spoken on transgenders, it wasn't against them. It was to show you that white people are still racist. So, like, why? Like, why is this a constant thing that we have to keep addressing?
Because at the end of the day, you can't really erase a feeling. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to just unbeknownst hate for a whole people, it's kind of hard to argue that it's widespread, even with right now, because we can argue that black people have privilege that they do not acknowledge simply because we've lived with it. Just like how they argue white privilege. You don't know what it is because you've lived with it. Okay, well, then I have black privilege.
Black privilege? It's a different type of privilege, though.
Absolutely.
It's not the same privilege.
I made a
as white
joke
privilege,
about it
though.
earlier, but think about the truth in it. Black people have openly fought for the right to be racist against other people. We've come up, I'm not going to say we, because I refuse to put my toe in this pond. There are people who have come up with the word of anti-racism, but it's like, how can you say that when really racism is just racism? It's unbeknownst hate for people, and you can't really throw fire back at fire. You'll just burn the whole house down.
Yeah, but like when we speak on racism, racism isn't just I hate you because you're black. Racism is I hate you because you're black, so I'm going to do this. Racism is more of an action. It's not just me hating somebody. That's being prejudiced. So if I say like I don't like Latinos, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, fuck tacos.
We have three supercomputers at our disposal in the form of smartphones. Somebody look up the dictionary
of racism.
Definition of
racism. Okay, let's do it.
I don't even think about sticking my foot in this.
Well, I mean, let's be honest about it.
Urban Dictionary.
Because I don't believe personally. This is just me personally. I don't believe black people are racist. We don't have the power to be racist. We have the power to be prejudiced. We have the power to be prejudiced. We don't have the power to be racist. There's a difference. There's a difference.
It doesn't require power. It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't. I want you to look at the definition.
Okay, let's do it. Right here on Google. I'm on Google, everybody.
But after that, I'm going to give you an example.
Is it Oxford? Screw Merriam-Webster. Yeah, I want the Oxford.
It's Oxford.
Yes.
Oxford.
I want the.
We're going to the Europeans for their version of their shit.
Not even.
We don't have racism.
Well, if you can give me the non-bias
Oxford definition.
Oxford.
Of.
Thank you very much. I think
it's ism. Bam, search. It was defined by the Oxford English Dictionary, 2nd edition in 1989 as the theory that distinctive human characteristics and abilities are determined by race. The same dictionary termed racism a synonym of racialism, belief in the superiority of a particular race. Right there.
Okay.
You don't have to have
belief.
Power.
Belief.
That's a point.
Belief, but you do realize that these same people who made this had the power.
It, but it's not.
So
here's the thing about.
So we're gonna ignore.
No,
we're gonna ignore the fact.
I'm not gonna even ignore that fact. I'm not gonna sit here and let people get away with saying that because that means I don't have a counter argument. That's all that means when you say it in actual people talk. Oh, well, screw this information because it comes from this person. No. Is it information?
You wanted the
and
Oxford.
Is it true?
I gave you the Oxford.
Now,
I'm going to give you the other one, too.
Go ahead.
We'll just look up
There's
Google.
multiple
I'm waiting to give my
dictionaries.
example, by the way. It's going to be cold.
It's,
You're going to like it.
I have a feeling.
You're gonna-
You hit us with the one-liners a lot.
Yeah. Not the one-liners. I told you I got a shotgun
Prejudice,
blast.
discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people in the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Where's that sourced from?
This is just
Google.
Google, and it says Oxford Languages, but I mean,
It's a belief. But using your example against you, I forgot where I heard this though. So if Jordan Peele, you said power is racism is based off powers.
you have to have power.
Okay.
You can't be.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an
That's
example.
prejudice.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay, go ahead.
If Jordan Peele says, I'm not hiring no white people in my movies ever, is that racist?
No, not really.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's open discrimination.
But based
against
off your
somebody
definition,
based
based off your
immutable
definition,
characteristics.
he's a director. He's in a position of power of hiring actors that need money.
That's two totally different types
No,
of
it's
power.
not.
No,
That's
they ain't
still
in a position
power.
of
That's not
power.
the same power I'm talking about. The power I'm talking about is like controlling someone else.
The goalposts.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
So slavery,
No.
Jim Crow.
Nigga.
That's
nigga.
all power over another source of people.
That's
Still
racism.
the same thing as power. If you want to actually,
We're
take
talking
power,
about prejudice. We're talking about prejudice. Me not liking you, that's one thing. Me having the power to control how you operate in society is
I wish
something
the camera
completely
could zoom in
different.
on my face as I say this.
I don't give a fuck how it zooms.
Well, listen, nigga.
Just
Go ahead, go ahead.
because-
Just say I got you.
Okay.
Just because you
Go ahead.
up your volume
Go ahead, bro. Go
does
ahead.
not mean you're
I don't
right.
think, I do not believe that at all. Because
Black people
history,
can't be racist.
they cannot. We don't have the
Black
power
people
to be
can
racist. We are prejudiced.
Black people can be racist.
That's dumb. But okay.
So, by your
That's dumb.
say your definition again. Say you got to have a power over people to. You're saying we don't.
Black people in America do not have.
You want to know what's a better analogy that
Go ahead.
will actually spit?
Black people in America do
Rob.
not have the power
Rob,
to control anyone.
about it like
We
this,
are
then.
a minority
Rob,
in
think about it
America.
like this.
We have been subjugated to beatings, lynchings,
Think
killing,
about it
rape,
like this.
and all types of other shit that they don't tell you.
Newsflash. Think about it like this. The person who you cannot criticize openly is the one who is in power. Can you openly criticize black people in today's time and not be deemed as something other than actually giving a critical critique?
We're black. Of course we can critique ourselves.
No. That's not what I asked. I asked, can people actually openly criticize black people as a whole group without being seen as racist?
No. Because they get attacked every time.
All right. Why do they get attacked?
Because we're sensitive.
No, fuck that.
Look at history. We can't keep ignoring this shit. Y'all keep trying to say
I'm not
that
ignoring history. I'm talking about right now. Stop.
in 2021.
Rob.
If somebody what? I'm explaining it. You want my explanation? I'm gonna give it to you.
You got to give his.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
What the
Fuck. So in 2021, what did you say? You said, can somebody give us
The person,
the person what?
if you cannot critique black people openly without being seen as racist,
Mm-hmm.
is that not power? Meaning that you can literally deem any opinion, whether it be positive, constructive, negative, or demeaning in any type of way, no matter what it is, you can't talk about us because it will be seen as you have no right, you are not on the level of, or basically saying we are superior to whatever you're saying because we are beyond your reproach. Meaning we have the power to knock down anything that you're saying about us. This is following right into your definition. So I'm asking you that upon that basis.
See, but you added more to it.
I had to because I wanted to be absolutely clear.
You added more to it.
I wanted to be absolutely clear with what I was
What I am
asking.
saying is this. 2021, right? We're today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in America, you can say whatever you want, but there's consequences to it.
Absolutely.
But
you still have the freedom.
you can critique anything. Just know that there might be backlash.
Absolutely.
You can say whatever you want. Just know that it will come with something. I could say, I hate Bud Light. There's somebody that's going to be like, duh, you're tripping.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I wrong? That's my opinion. But in the basis of what racism is, we are not racist, bro. We are prejudiced. Black people are prejudiced. Okay, so give me an example of black people being racist.
I gave you an example.
What is it?
Okay.
The Jordan Peele example.
I'm gonna give you a contemporary one.
That's a movie.
You want to know how? You want to know how crazy it was when they did the whole Stop Asian Hate thing?
Yeah.
And how they really didn't go as hard as they could have with the whole. Let's show you visuals and examples of it to the point to where you're like, oh yeah, let's go donate to UNICEF type of level. You want to know why you didn't really see a lot of videos campaigning for Stop Asian Hate? Because it was dudes that looked like us that were just going around beating up random Asian people simply because we could. In California and other places.
Oh, sad.
It was actually absolutely
I didn't even
sad.
know about
That was really sad, bro. But
I love bringing information to people.
People try to like justify it because like the Asians we're used to is treat us shitty.
Asians have treated black people shitty historically, yes.
Yes, like that's how they try to justify it. Bro, but I don't. That's not an excuse.
You can't put out fire with fire,
You
bro.
can't. You're right.
Is that racist?
You're right.
No.
Is what racist?
Swinging
to be openly beating up somebody
up
simply
Asian
because
people just because you have a belief they might be, have the coronavirus,
or because they started it,
or whatever the fuck people believe. Can we curse?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Nigga.
yeah. This is just the raw footage.
Oh, this
this is raw. This is raw. No condoms, no lube. This is completely raw diggity.
No,
raw diggity. Consensual raw dog. Consensual
dog. Boom. So
okay, but to answer your question, I still stand on my feet with it. Black people cannot be racist. We can be extremely prejudiced. We cannot be racist.
No,
so they were being prejudiced towards Asian people because of the information. Yes.
So if a white person swung on a black person, that's not racist just because he has a belief?
That's different though.
How?
It's very different.
Is it different because of the color? Is that what?
No. It's what society do we live? You guys keep ignoring this simple fact here. We live in America. The majority of America is what? Caucasian.
Yeah.
The definition I just read said that the majority can have some type of influence on the minority. They can influence where they live, how they live, what type of food they can eat. It's like the Whole Foods versus Walmart type of thing. White neighborhoods, they'll have their Whole Foods. Black neighborhoods will have a Walmart.
I like this definition twisting he is doing. It's magnificent.
No, but no.
Listen.
I'll pull it up again. Let me get it right. I'll get it right.
Let's get
While you're at it, pull up prejudice too.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's get this, bro. Rob switched the definition because the person was black.
No, I didn't switch it. I said this. I said black people cannot be racist each time. I never switched it.
Rob,
I said it the exact same way every time. I said black people cannot be racist. I never switched it.
I said,
play it back. I never switched it.
A black person swinging.
You said swinging on the Asian because of the coronavirus, right?
Coronavirus,
right?
Belief that he has
put
the
in a white dude in the same.
But I said a white person swinging on a black person with that same belief that he's like a thug or whatever the fuck.
But that's coronavirus and being a thug are different. But you can't keep see now you're switching it.
Thoughts, nigga.
Now you're switching
the
it.
Swing.
You're saying fit. Okay, so we're just gonna say fighting.
Both of them racist.
That's not race. Oh,
nigga.
Racism is not the same.
So the white person swinging on the black person.
Let me just look up. I'm gonna look up prejudice. I'm gonna look up prejudice. I'm gonna look up prejudice.
Answer my question.
What's up?
Answer my question.
I'm answering. What's up?
A white person swinging on a black person just because he has a belief he's a thug, a villain. She was sleeping with my daughter, nigga, shit like that.
Big black cock.
Big black cock. You got your big black cock in my
in my daughter.
It's not racist. That's not racist. Rob?
That is very okay. So prejudice,
Rob?
white. Oh my
Answer my
God,
question.
I'm sick of saying this shit.
It's not racist.
White people are the majority.
Is that racist?
Yes, they have the power to do what they want against us.
I rest my case.
I say the
Prejudice.
normal
No.
American does
The
not have the power to
definition
do anything to
of
black people.
prejudice is preconceived opinions that is not based on reason or actual experience.
You want to know what my real counter arguments to all of your arguments are?
You said that a black man swinging on an Asian is racist because of a belief that he had about coronavirus.
Yeah.
Prejudice is preconceived opinions that is not based on reason or actual experience.
I'm gonna double down on my argument against you.
So
I want to go all the
coronavirus started where? We don't know.
Wuhan.
We're gonna say
Wuhan lab in China.
Wuhan lab allegedly. Because allegedly. Conspiracy. But don't quote us on that. We don't know.
I forget. I'm looking at both cameras. I'm like,
It's all good. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, but
Hey. Go ahead.
so what I'm saying is it's different. It's not the same. You said white man swinging on a black man because he's a thug or a crook or something.
His belief.
His belief that he's a thug or a crook is different from a black man swinging on an Asian because of coronavirus.
No, it's not.
It's not.
How is that the same?
You want to know how?
How is that the same? Yeah,
Because
explain
the
it.
root cause of both problems is I have an irrational belief in something that is not true.
Okay.
That one singular person didn't start the entire coronavirus, and that one black person is not a representation of what you may have saw as an example that led you to that thought.
TV or media.
But the white man is different. The situation is different.
Because
You're trying
of
to
the
make the
color of his
situation the
skin?
same.
How is it different? That's what we're saying.
Oh my God! I feel like a broken record. I've been saying this the whole time.
I gave you the
It's
one
literally
commonality.
white people are the majority of America.
That doesn't equate to the... Okay,
That has-
you're
that has-
equating population to the example, and it has no relevance.
But what are you talking? Oh my God!
It has
I feel like
no relevance.
I can get...
How is it not relevant?
Okay.
I literally
here's
gave
how.
y'all the definitions. Explained it.
Let me explain to you how it's not.
Go ahead.
Arthur Fist.
Just because the majority in real life does not equate to the example which we give that is coming to real life. Now, I understand that sounds like a conundrum when I say it, but let me explain it further. I get their population as a majority, but it's a false equivalence within the argument. The argument is this situation and this situation. What's the commonality, and are they the same? Example A, Stop Asian Hate started up because people were outright blaming China and other places, Wuhan wet food market that's right next door to the experimental lab where they were doing gain-of-function research, where they allegedly think the virus came from.
Mm-hmm.
So black folks in California and other places where these populations touch intimately were coming across, and this even happened in Houston as well, where black folks were unreasonably attacking Asian people because of the belief that their population started the Wuhan and or COVID-19, causing everybody misery. Now, the other example B, white man attacks a other black person because of the belief of thinking he is a thug and or negative person upon the population, causing misery for everybody else. Are they both examples of racism? Yes or no?
In your definition, it is. In your definition. But
That's
I
the
don't
same shit.
You guys are saying it's the same, but I don't think it's the same.
I gave you the bare bones.
Because it's not just black people attacking Asians. It was everybody.
I didn't see a majority
That wasn't
of
the
people
example,
just
though,
going
Rob.
out.
No, I know his example is saying black people were attacking Asians, so it's racism.
You want to know how?
That's
I
what
know?
he's saying. He's
I wanna
saying
know
black
how I
people,
know it's the
black people
majority of us.
attacking Asians
You really want to know how
was
I know it's the
racist.
majority
That's
of
what you're
us?
saying.
You really want to know how I know it was a majority of us?
How?
Mainstream media didn't pick it up and throw it everywhere.
So because of media, you believe it was niggas?
No. By off your same logic of just switching the race doesn't make it racist, every time a white cop shoots a black person, it's automatically deemed as racist. Let it be a black cop shoot a black person, nowhere near the uproar of anywhere near.
Well, because it's not common.
Stop that. Police shootings happen more often
No.
with white
Black
people than
police
they do black.
shootings on black people. So I look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Let's look up the numbers. I don't want to get it wrong. Let's look at the numbers.
Blackdemographics.com. I'm live. You got phones.
Well, you got a phone too, nigga. I said look it up.
He's
It was
live on the phone.
Oh, damn, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, bro. But he's saying that stat is true, but the population, I would say, we're only 13%. So
We're 14 now.
well, whatever.
Whenever
We're
it happens
growing.
with
I
us,
like
it's
that. I want us to
glorified.
grow.
Whenever
I want us
it
to
happens
grow.
with somebody else, it's ignored because it doesn't make headlines. We come to this argument all the time, and I always say this. We wouldn't think it was racist if everybody was reported. If every police shooting was reported on, no matter how boring it was, if it actually made national headlines, it would constantly be one of those ticker things that they have in Vegas to show people who actually made it big in what casino. They have those things in the hotels, being in Vegas when you go to the cheap rooms, save you some money. Mm-hmm.
But my argument to that is they don't report all police shootings.
Yes,
they don't report all black officers killing other black people. They don't
report it by statistics, but they don't report it when it comes to like big news stories. If it can be sensationalized,
well, then my next question is: do black cops kill black people more than white cops do?
No, they don't, because the statistic goes that white people get shot more often than we do, and it's not just off of population; it's off of how many police interactions. Yes. Those don't happen as often as you think.
And they don't report those either, do they?
Yes, they do. They have to.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying they did. Let me rephrase that. They don't sensationalize it or make it a big thing as they do with black shit.
Because it's not exciting news, because racism sells. The way it was put to me was like this. Hate travels faster than love.
Correct.
Whenever it comes to wholesome moments or wholesome people, they don't get as much love and attention in the media. But let it be some bullshit or some mess, best believe it's going to be on top of worlds. It's going to be everywhere by the end of the night. Everywhere.
Okay, so let's bring it back then.
One devil's advocate.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Does it count as race? Well, one case I got in mind that's been sensationalized. There's two minorities attacking each other. Well, I forget. Was George Zimmerman Hispanic, right?
He was half Hispanic, half white.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think his mother was Hispanic and his father was white. They were in the courtroom. Don't get me wrong. Let me look it up.
No, that's how
it was. Okay, cool.
But
these are both minorities. Was my point.
Anyway, he's not completely white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. I just asking a question. Go ahead.
But I want to bring it back because it's not the same, bro. And that was a great example that you used about sensationalism of racism, because I knew nothing of. I learned that today that black people were attacking Asians. I learned that today while sitting here with you guys. Wow. I never even knew that.
It's the same
I never even knew that.
Black Lives Matter doesn't care about none of these kids that get shot in Chicago.
Well, Black Lives Matter got convoluted because they were donating money. The money was going places they didn't know about. There were people. You showed me a video of black people walking into a McDonald's or like a Wendy's, and they started fighting black employees. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? How you gonna say Black Lives Matter, but then you fighting other niggas? What sense does that make?
I agree with the statement of Black Lives Matter, but not the
movement.
Not the movement.
Not the movement.
The movement has gone off to some other shit, but the statement, I'm wearing a shirt. I'm all for that shit.
Hell yeah, because I'm a black man.
I'm black as hell,
and I matter.
I'm mixed with Crown and Coke.
This nigga.
I think I would respect the movement if it was more about us building back a structure that's actually sustainable. Getting to the root cause of things.
Yes.
I watched Kevin Samuels' live stream last night when he talked about
shout out to Kevin Samuels,
modern mothers and how they treat their daughters and how it leads to these things. And he said something very poignant at the beginning of his stream by saying that it's not modern women's fault that they are the way that they are. At first, I wanted to be one of the devout Kevin Samuel fans that people will talk about, but I was like, no, I'm in my sage mode right now. Give me your wisdom. What are you trying to sprinkle in the mix?
Mm-hmm.
He basically said it like this. The effects of how these women were raised and how their mothers treated them is how they process and metabolize love. I added the word metabolize because I like to look at things like this. Seeing as how everybody wants to be spiritual, but I understand full and well that I come from my Heavenly Father, I like to meet at the middle ground like this. If your soul is the energy of what you carry your consciousness in and you experience your emotions here, your heart is where you metabolize all those things. So, in his example, going off of what was said, if you watched it, cool. If you didn't, I'm probably going to give you a paraphrase. If a young lady is not taught how to be a wife or how to be hospitable, but she's taught to be more of a fighter and combative in life, whether it be going after an education, an amount of wealth, or just a level of success of what she would deem herself a woman,
Mm-hmm.
is that her fault? If that's what she was taught.
She's saying if she wasn't raised that way or she was raised that way.
If she was raised to be a go-getter or modern women, as the classical definition is going around right now,
Okay.
and she doesn't necessarily have the skills to be a wife, is that her fault?
No.
It's not. And that was
Because
his
she was
argument.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That was his argument. And when you present it that way, you're absolutely right. It isn't their fault. Because if the only examples in life that you see are go-getters and not how you would say wives who actually put kids in family, then when kids got to a stable point, I started to go after this. It's like, okay, who won in this situation? The person who decided to put all career in themselves first, being selfish, or actually going after family first, then career? Because I've said this to you many a times. When it comes to men and women, we literally work in the inverse.
Yes,
It doesn't take that much thought to think about it. We literally work in the inverse. Men are logical, women are emotional. I've said it many times, but I had to do a little bit more studying. When it comes to women and men, you either love us or understand us. But a lot of times, some people just come to the fact of, I just accept the fact that you are the way you are, and I'm going to move accordingly to how I want to.
And I always hated that. Like, why does it always, I either love you or understand? Why can't it be both? Why can't I love and understand women? Why does it have to be one or the other?
Because you're going to be fighting with yourself like Cuba Gooding Jr. and what was it?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the
Boys in the Hood. In the fucking room, punching the air, crazy.
But he got some pussy right after, so I don't.
Women love when you cry in front of them.
He got
Nigga,
some
that's the
coochie
biggest
right
turn on for
after
them.
that.
That's a movie
Nigga.
fantasy scene. That will never
No,
happen.
women love when you show your emotions, nigga.
To an extent.
Well,
To an extent.
If they really fuck with you, if you cry in front of them and you be the most vulnerable to them, bro, that gets them wet. But still, they will use that shit in the argument against you, though.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you say they like it if
They
they'll
do like
use it against you?
stoicism to the day I
They do.
die.
But why? But
They do.
Stoicism
if you
to the
accept
day I
something
die.
about me, why would you use that against me?
Because they're bullies like that.
Because women are emotionally manipulative and they're experts at it. They've
Yes.
been that way since they were children.
The sharpest blade on planet Earth is a woman's tongue.
Facts.
Nigga, that sound like a t-shirt.
Shh, don't say that. No, somebody might steal it. Now we got to do it. Now we got to make
No.
that.
Cut it out.
Why did you? No.
Anywho, nigga, that is so true.
But like, I just hate that because personally, I'm red pill. I'd rather be red pill than blue
Big
pill.
red pill, huh?
I'm
But
there.
I understand blue pill men. I understand why they do what they do.
Because you
Is there such
understand
thing
why?
as blue pill man?
Yes,
Huh?
there is.
Really?
Male
Yes.
feminists.
Really?
They're the perfect example of blue pill.
I
men.
know some male feminists. Them niggas disgust me. They disgust me.
Because they're white knights. They put on a mask in order to get the women that they consider easy targets. But really, it's like, hey, you're an obvious liar. Just stop it.
I know
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can it's so weird because like obviously we want the best for our women.
Yes.
We want the best for our women in any way, shape, or
women
form.
want the best for themselves.
And that's the problem.
I made this argument in the comment section one time, and nobody pushed back against it. How can you protect something that wants to destroy itself so much?
So you believe modern women are destroying themselves?
I believe modern women, in a sense, believe they are building themselves up, but are actually tearing away at the things that make them naturally themselves.
Factual. That is facts.
Yeah, I can't
Those
disagree
are
with that one.
facts.
I can't
But
disagree with that
listen,
one.
Being raised by a single mom teach you to be a go-getter. In this capitalist society, it teaches you masculine ways. So you grinding every day to be a go-getter around these men, you're going to start
Picking up on ways.
picking up on their ways.
Yeah.
And that's where we get this societies from. But I'm saying, like, it's been like this since the 70s.
Yeah.
This is nothing new.
This is nothing.
Because black people were getting married since slavery days.
Jump in the
We
broom.
had the most marriageable rate from slavery times up until the no fault divorce
And
law
guess
went
what?
into fact.
Welfare.
They went through
That
so
as
much
well.
shit.
It incentivized you to kick. Okay.
No men in the house.
I have a firm belief that a majority of problems come to the root of fatherless homes.
Yes.
Facts.
Like I said, I'm a devout follower. If our order is supposed to be God, man, woman, children, if we violate that order, things go in array. I remember there was a young man who had to remake a TikTok video because he basically called out the gay pride flag for being the inverse of how they show the chakra charts. And he said, they basically want you guys to live in reverse. I'm not being homophobic. I'm just calling out something that's plain and clear in the open for you to see, and you just are not witnessing it how I see it. A lot of times, that's how people get so-called canceled. Everybody who actually watched Dave Chappelle's show, his latest special, Closure, everybody can sit there and tell you not only was it funny, it was absolutely enlightening because everything that he spoke about literally happened immediately right after.
Yes.
A black woman who was pregnant at Netflix got fired because she leaked actual company internal affairs, knowing full and well that goes against your contract. That's why she was fired. The media reported it as her being black and pregnant. I laughed at it because it's like, no, at the end of the day, if you drop company knowledge that's
your ass.
contract not to do that,
That's your
what do you
ass.
expect?
Yeah.
Everybody who bullied their way to get the CEO to so-called reword his apology, kudos to you. The special is still up.
It's still there. You can still watch it right now.
At the end of the day,
I haven't watched it.
what was being
Yeah, watch
argued
the chat.
against,
N-word.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm going to do. When we can't start cussing no more, I'm going to just be like,
Yeah.
N-word.
I'm glad that I haven't said anything in depth about it. But that was the whole meaning of the argument. He was calling out something that he called out years ago because everybody likes to pull up the old interview where he's like, well, when I was talking to my agent, she basically told me that I could say the N-word, but when it came to gay people, I couldn't say faggot. And she was like, well, when you say the N-word, it's funny, but when you say faggot, it offends people. And it's like, well, I'm not a nigga either.
And everybody clapped. It was like, yeah.
Everybody clapped, but the whole touching point about it was it's a word, and I use it as spice. If you know it's not what you are, but you laughed at it, how serious is the word?
Bam. And they don't understand that.
I made this argument with you the other day. Why give power over myself to a word?
What were we talking about? Because I
So
forgot.
We were
Question.
literally talking about nigga.
Oh,
we
the
were
N-word.
literally talking about the use of nigga.
But see, my argument is that we've repurposed it. It doesn't have the same meaning.
That's one line of privilege as black people we have.
Yes, that is one of our privileges.
When we
I will
fight
say
to
that.
be
I will
openly
admit that.
racist.
That is one of our privileges. We can nigga. But
Knicker show.
we've repurposed that word. It literally just means friend. And I will argue to the death. It literally just means friend now.
But yet we take immediate offense when anybody
Hell
else
yeah.
says it.
Yes.
Yes and no. Because there are Latino rappers
Yes.
that use nigga, and we don't say anything about it. Lil Pump, Tekashi 6ix9ine, And shout out to Peso because I like Peso.
Hardest Mexican.
Hardest Mexican ever, bro. And it's hard, bro. But
man, it's cool.
I'm saying that to say that, nigga, we have repurposed it. So there are more, like I just named the 3. They've been saying it, and we never called them out on it.
Well, we have a bond with the Hispanic community.
We do.
They're minorities as well. Can they
Yes, they are.
some of the same shit we do?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Shout out to all my Dominican brothers.
Yeah, I love
One
y'all.
of them just had a
Dominican
birthday.
women.
All our Latinx,
Hondurans, Ecuadorians.
My Puerto Rico.
all my-
Middle America, South America, we fuck with
My
y'all.
Belizeans. Oh, y'all look so good. All you Belizean women, all you Puerto Rican women look so good.
And it's $40 for the Burmese.
Stop.
I don't know.
No, we were doing good. We were doing good.
What'd he say? I didn't.
It was a
It's a meme.
It was a TikTok video
yeah,
that
like a
got
TikTok,
made into a meme. A dude had found out that like some escorts
That's what we'll
in
call it.
Colombia were only costing like $40 American, but he made the comparison to how it was like $200 here in the States. And
Yeah.
and he's like, man, we could just put the homies' money together and not even spend too much at all. And I was like, this guy right
You're
here.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Not even disgusting.
Why?
Why go so hard to make a video about that?
Okay,
It's
so
I was
he's
psyched
trying to get
about some
clout and he's trying to be hilarious.
most like. So
He's trying
that
to
brings
be
me to a question. Do you guys support prostitution?
It's
I
the
do.
oldest business
go
in the
ahead.
world. It's not even
Farming
about,
is, but okay.
No. Nah.
Before farming,
So
there was
before
cavemen,
farming,
I'll
niggas,
put it to you
they
like
were popping
this.
pussy?
No. I'll put it to you
Damn.
like this. Before caveman figured out a way to harvest fruit and actually make it keep going, how do you think resources were sold and about? Somebody found a way to gather resources, but seeing as how they were being greedy, it's like, have this woman. What? I want some of that. Have this woman.
You know what marriage is? Have my daughter, nigga. Let's trade 3 goats. 3 goats.
I don't
A
know.
horse.
About that one, man.
Oh, you want my
Because
daughter?
Is that
Marry
not
her, my
tricky?
nigga? You got her.
You get
I want the
marriage and
goats.
pussy for the rest of your life
I want
for
them
this
goats
amount.
and cows, nigga.
For goats and cows.
Yes,
Is
nigga.
that not
So
Don't you see the father walk the wife down the aisle, nigga?
It's a more responsible way.
Yes.
It's an absolute perfect way.
Nah,
But is it
nah,
not
you
still
lose on the
tricky?
goats and cows.
but
You
I
get
don't
that shit
think
no more.
prostitution is the oldest business. I
That's-
can't
There's a reason
because
it is.
there's not enough.
We gotta go back to the
Saying-
question though.
Oh yeah, do you guys believe in prostitution?
Uh,
Do you support it or
Go ahead, Harold.
yeah? Go ahead, and then
I'll say
and then
yeah,
I'll
for the
end it.
simple fact that I can't stop it, nor can I put any more effort into the game. I'm not built like that. Go ahead, go for what you want.
But do you subscribe to it? I'm like, would you participate in it?
In the past, I have. Now, no, fuck it.
Q.
We prostitute. We are Johns, but in other ways. We're Tom Johns.
Explain it for our audience.
Our most-
Explain it.
You like
I have a feeling that I know where you're going with this.
Patrice on that. But but anywho.
R.I.P..
nigga, R.I.P. Patrice. But nigga, we spend time with these women and money.
Yes.
We buy drinks.
Not even drinks.
Well,
Buy
Affection.
food.
depending on the guy.
Our
Yeah.
energy.
Just to receive some of her attention, we got to talk, game her, you know what I'm saying? And spend time with this person to eventually have sex. Even though we can let our intentions be known to have sex. Now, a prostitute, she gonna let you know ahead of time, well, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It's a money exchange.
You're paying for discretion.
That-
privacy,
basically,
Yes.
leaving, whatever you want to
But-
call it.
your currency in the game with dating is time. Basically with prostitution.
So time is the currency,
Yes.
and you believe that is a form of prostitution.
Yes.
Interesting.
'Cause
Interesting.
What's your most valuable source right now?
Your time.
We're not even playing with a hypothetical example right now
Right.
because there are men who get paid for their time from women who just want to
Yeah,
be
it works
around
both
them.
ways. Yes,
Ooh,
prostitution works both ways.
There are such things
Gigolos.
as gigolos.
Yeah.
Male escorts.
That's
Yes,
good.
they're a thing.
Yes.
I thought you was going like life coaches and shit.
even still then, there are people who you pay for their time and services or their so-called knowledge.
Facts.
Once upon a time, you had to travel far distances and wide to be like, okay, damn, you almost died. You might as well be my student.
That's why I love women that are very open about who they are and like they're willing to tell you, hey, I want to have sex with you.
I
Instead
wish
like,
more of them were like that.
I wish
though.
more of them
I
were like
wish it
that.
was. Because it
Bro,
would make
they're
the game
afraid
so
of
much. It would
rejection.
make the
Your
game
ass-
so much
okay.
easier.
You want to know why it won't happen?
Why? What won't happen?
Women don't go through the same trials and tribulations of coming out of themselves and approaching a person and being charming like men have to.
Yeah, we have to do all the extra shit. Yeah,
We have to actually build up social skills in order to be like, hey, how you doing?
Yes.
Or learn how to lead a conversation to where it wants to go.
yes.
Women don't have to do that.
They ain't gotta do none of that
just,
shit.
they just put makeup on and call it a day.
Call it a day. I feel like, personally, I don't subscribe to it, but I've already done it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't believe in prostitution, but by default, I've already used it in my advantage. So, prime example,
Yeah, I was from that.
prime example, back in like 2018, I'll admit, I had a couple, ladies I was,
Yeah.
you know.
And we all know.
And sometimes when I just didn't feel like dealing with them, so I would say, okay, if you want to come over, go do this. Go get me this. Go bring me this. And they would do it. And I didn't realize I was, selling myself. I didn't realize I was selling myself until later on, but I was like, look, no, let's
these
be
women
real.
look
Let's
like,
just
bro?
talk about it because
go for it.
it's a real thing. It works like I said earlier, it works both ways. So
It's rare though with men.
no, it's not. It's
I
not as
feel like
rare
it's
as you
rare.
think it is.
It's rare.
It's
You
not
wanna know
as
what it
rare as you
really
think it
is?
is, bro.
I feel like it's rare. Like
You want to know what it really
single
is?
digit.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
When it comes to men, for those of us who actually know how to have the conversation, we'll
Mhm.
confidently tell our exploration stories with our other guy friends.
Yes.
When it comes to women, they're selfish about things that they want to keep to themselves.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the image.
No,
It's the image.
I understand image, but no, let me not even say privacy. It's more of embarrassment on a woman's end. Because women have it in their minds that they are something to be sought after. So for a woman to put down money to spend time with the man, more than likely she's going to be having she's going to probably be perceived as having some type of self-esteem issues or just low in some type of way. So she wouldn't want that to come out. For guys, it's more like, hey man, look at her who I just knocked out. But she's a porn star. It doesn't matter. I spent this amount and I got the hit.
I got it.
That I
You know
want
what I'm
to.
saying? I
We
got
have
it.
no shame when it comes to that because we understand it's just a
Yeah.
But that chick actually took the time, probably days, hours, weeks to find that one gigolo that tickles all those factors to spend that money. We know how picky they are. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Let's not deny the reality.
I'll agree with you to an extent because there are men that aren't the what do I say?
Tip top 10%.
The top 10% of men.
Six guy.
Yeah, the devil.
The 36.
You know what I'm saying? Six figures, six pack,
figures,
and 6 foot.
feet.
You know, yeah.
What?
And I don't subscribe to all three of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why
Two
I'm
of the
saying.
six can be
Man, we're
there.
gonna get there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with y'all to an extent because you don't have to have these things to do it. It's not a requirement. It's recommended,
Yeah.
but it's not a requirement.
Yeah.
I don't think it's recommended. I think it's ideal.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of
Think about it like this in real world economics.
okay.
For you to actually make $10,000 plus a month to equal up to the $100,000 a year type of individual,
Yes.
you'll either have to be in leadership positions,
Mhm.
in service and demand jobs that are literally limited, meaning you're a specialty skill type of person,
Facts.
Yes.
or you literally have made it into an industry where you actually built that business.
Yes.
These are not common folk because you need to be competent and actually have patience for these long-term goals to reach there.
Yes.
I know a lot of times when we watch movies and popular media and when people pop up on social media, we see all this money. It took time to get there. Even the people who can sit here and flex and be like, man, you broke right now? Nah, bro. You actually hustled smartly. You didn't sit there and buy all them Balenciaga and whatever the popular form of media or fashion was at the time.
Mhm.
You were able to sit here and be like, you know what? I may be eating ramen noodles, but that savings account is looking mighty nice.
Mighty nice.
Question:
What's
does
up?
that make women? Women are picky at first, but who they end up with is not who they.
It's
describe.
settling for them.
Well, because
They have to.
oh, go ahead.
It's like boiling water. You know how when you get it to the point to where all the bubbles and everything else is literally getting to the point to where it's spilling out on the burner?
Mm-hmm.
That's women when they're in their hottest prime.
20.
Boiling hot, spoiling out on the hot burner, everything. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, she fine as fuck.
Fact.
But when you have to settle and that head finally goes
gets-
back down,
yeah.
you go back down to where your level is actually at, that's what makes them mad. Because you have to come to the reality of realizing you're not a 10. You just a basic bitch. And you got a bad attitude.
Well, like, because they've been, I don't want to say women are programmed, but a lot of them have been raised to believe that, hey, look, you don't have to do too much because they're going to come for you. You are the prize. You don't have to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C to get a man.
And the funny thing about it is you only have to ask this question.
What's up?
What if they never come?
That's a good question.
What if they never come?
What if that man never
feel
comes?
like- I feel
That's a
like
good. Hey, that's a good question.
But that
That's a
question,
good
I feel
question.
like women wouldn't know how to adjust to that.
Adjust to
because-
what?
Men
To
not approaching them?
No, men not approaching them and to approach men. Women do
here's the
not like being rejected.
True.
at all.
This is very true.
But
very
it,
true.
it has been rare. I had a woman approach me. That was crazy.
What,
That was-
how is it crazy?
Well, it was crazy.
women
I never.
have
You
approached
So
never had a,
let me
I've never had a
let
woman
me
approach me.
going back to the modern women thing.
Yeah,
So more modern women, they're making more money.
facts.
They're more
More masculine.
they're not more I wouldn't say they're more
Absolutely
masculine.
more masculine.
I think so.
They're in positions of power.
That's true.
So
That's
those women, these women in positions of power,
Right.
they also want men in positions of power. But
That's
they're realizing those men don't want those women. So more modern women, what they're going to have to do is either one or two things. Either going to have to date down or they're going to have to just settle,
Mm.
which is basically the same thing.
I
But
think,
It's
Go ahead.
insulting to say you're dating down.
I know, but
And I'm going to put it in the way of
But
Patrice
it-
O'Neal. Shout out, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
everything
Patrice.
else.
we said that 1,000 times.
we have. He a real nigga.
Dude.
If a man is king
Yes.
and he marries a bitch from the gutter,
Yes.
she becomes queen.
Yes.
If a king has a daughter and he never has any sons and she gets elevated to the highest position in the land as queen and she marries a dude, guess what? That's just the queen's husband.
Yeah.
That's not the king.
But here goes the devil's advocate.
But,
they're gonna,
I mean-
they're gonna say, "Oh, that's a patriarchal system."
But it's
But
it's
you call
it's the
yourself
real
queen,
it's real
you're
life.
not.
It's
true.
real
It is
life.
true. I believe it, but I'm saying, like, how would you defend against that?
If you call yourself queen, then that means you identify with that idea.
And you got to stick with it.
Okay, I get what you're saying. If you call yourself queen, but I feel like, yeah, we don't look at Jada and I think Jada's a good example. Jada's a good
Jada is far from a good example of what a wife should be.
Jada
No,
Pinkett
no,
Smith
no,
or
no,
Jada
no,
Farr?
no. I mean,
Which Jada
no,
we talking?
I'm
No,
talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. But my example,
I'm joking. Jokes.
my
Jokes.
example
Jokes.
was Jada when they first got married. We didn't know as much. But I'm saying Jada to
Yeah.
Stedman.
Oh,
Stedman?
Oprah and Stedman.
Yeah.
Oh, so like a
You
Oprah
want
and
to know
Stedman
why
relationship?
Oprah will never get married? Because she's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like women in those type of powers, they have no choice but to marry down.
Nah.
They have no choice but to.
You want to know what I
Men at that level don't
You wanna
want them.
know? You want to know what I think? You should really think of. Shake up your makeup with this.
What's up?
You're arguing for the same defense of men who are in power and have actually worked for their wealth, but really you're putting women in the form of pronoun where it should be. Because I'll put it to you like this.
Yeah,
and I'm still going to move forward with Oprah with this example.
Yes.
Oprah has made it up to a net worth to where she is worth $1 billion.
Yes.
Everyone knows openly that she is dating a man by the name of Stedman, but yet somehow, some way, she has never gotten married to this man.
Yes.
Is Stedman a Pookie in disguise?
Pookie as in
Pookie and a Ray Ray.
New Jack City Pookie?
No,
or just Pookie and a Ray Ray?
Listen to
Pookie and a Ray Ray. Okay.
Pookie and a Ray Ray.
Pookie and a
Like
Ray Ray.
literally,
Okay.
think about it like this. What if Stedman is that hood dude that Oprah with her Christian going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, childhood upbringing type of person?
This is interesting.
This is interesting because at the end of the day, I'm putting some nuance and headcanon into people's space because when I look at people who have dollar amounts to the point to where they could pay for private security, because that's the level of wealth of which I seem to subscribe to when I say you're wealthy.
Yes.
You can literally pay for a motherfucker to be like, yeah, I'll take a bullet for you.
Yeah.
No loyalty whatsoever, but you've paid me enough to where I will die for you today, no matter what goes down. Oprah has that type of money.
She does.
She literally has a network called OWN.
Yes, she does.
Anyway.
And I will be her sugar baby. Oprah, if you need a sugar baby, I am shameless. I am shameless.
I know you are.
Oprah, if you need a sugar baby,
I know you are.
I ain't gonna suck your toes, but
I'll be your rice. Side kick.
But moving forward with this example.
What's up?
If Oprah can be considered somebody who made herself $1 billion net worth with help even from white people, I'd love to put that in there. If a man makes it up to his net worth, literally after taxes, is $1 billion, and I don't want to get married, just like how Jamie Foxx just recently argued, why would I get married when I've reached a certain level of success without being married? Why would I risk that when I know the statistics and the numbers always pan out to be true? More than a 50% divorce rate, and more than in that 50%, an overwhelming majority of that number is women filing for divorce.
yes.
No.
Ronald Reagan was quoted with saying, signing no-fault divorce into law was one of the worst decisions I ever made as president. I argue it's the war on drugs, but I agree with him also
Crack
with
cocaine.
no-fault. I also agree with him with no-fault divorce. The moment you sign that into law, a woman can literally say irreconcilable differences, meaning my feelings aren't being met, and just
Bye.
Facts. Pay the
Deuces.
courts.
And
You
then
owe
it's
me money now.
half everything gone.
You owe me money.
insanity as well.
Now. Yes. That's crazy.
So, okay, let's bring it back to Oprah then. I see why she wouldn't marry Stedman. It makes sense.
Because
It
if
makes
he got mad one day, he could just be like, fuck you, I want half.
True.
It's common law.
Because they live in California.
They do.
More than
Common law.
5 years? Common law?
That's
Oh,
your
yeah.
ass.
Stedman gonna be a rich.
A rich nigga.
Yeah.
We gonna see him at the club one day. Is that my nigga Stedman? Hi, nigga.
And nigga, once he has a certain type of status too, being Stedman. Just being with Oprah's boyfriend.
Yeah, we brought him up. You
Which
know
is
what I'm
why
saying?
Get
I
him a chick
always
and a college,
argue
bro.
any dude who hits Oprah can actually say, nigga, I hit Oprah.
I
Yes,
hit
nigga.
Oprah. Oprah, if you need a sugar baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oprah don't watch.
I get it. She's old.
I don't care.
get it,
I don't
but
care. I might get in a lot of trouble, but I don't care.
When you get to the point to where people could just say your first name
And they
you known-
automatically.
No.
and you known,
Yes.
it's a different
What's
type
Stedman's
of
last name? Y'all know?
Don't know it. But we know who he is.
But we know that nigga.
Man, nigga.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like modern women who are in these positions of power, who are they going to date? They're going to end up with Stedmans. They're going to end up with Stedmans, bro. Like
Or Bill
they
Holmes.
don't want, and even if they do get married, it's going to be like a Bezos.
Okay.
It's going to be like a, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Here's an argument that not a lot of people have become privy to, and this is usually some manosphere knowledge.
I ain't going to say.
Women don't usually go for the good guy because the bad boy doesn't have any challenges for them to overcome.
Say that one more time.
Women don't usually go for the good guy because the bad boy doesn't have any challenges for them to overcome. Meaning the good guy is going to have some bars for you to hop over to prove that you're actually a woman. And actually, this is not some type of game or ploy that you're putting on. This is just naturally in you. Like, I hate that I even call myself a good guy. I just consider myself a man of God, and I'm moving forward in my purpose. Boo my ass.
Be a villain.
I'm naturally already a villain off of my beliefs, but
I'm not a
anyway.
villain. I wouldn't say
Shit.
I'll put it, just
That's
moving
y'all
forward with the example. If a good guy has standards and or hoops for you to jump through to actually even prove that you are a level of woman that's even worth spending any type of attention on, but yet a bad boy doesn't have any simply because your bar value of I look good, touch me, look at me, I'm the hottest thing ever. If he's falling off of your rules, of course he's going to get more play from you. Of course he's going to get more time, attention, energy, whatever you want from him. Why? Because he's playing to your whims. He's giving you everything you want in the way that you want it simply because it makes you feel good. Mind you, I have to use feelings when it comes to women because that's what they use. The reason a lot of men can't find the answer in their head for why women are the way they are, they want to put women in the category and structure of how men work. Women do not work how men work.
They don't.
No matter how much you want to argue and fight for that, it will never happen. Because if you do, you're really going to be miserable then. I enjoy the fact that there's Tyrones, Chads, Brads, Pookies, Ray Rays, all that. I enjoy the fact that you exist because you weave out the women in which I don't want to deal with.
That's an interesting concept.
I get it, but at the same time, I applaud another man's success. I'm not going to hate on you. Get your money. Get whatever you're getting, black man, because I know full and well, because I'm not at the level you're at, that's probably not meant for me. A lot of times, if you put your time and effort towards something and you just don't succeed at it, and you know full and well you're giving your 100%, you might as well sometimes just take the L and be like, you know what? Maybe this isn't meant for me. Especially if you take an egregious L in a way to which you lose money, valuable time, or just something where it's like, man, I can't get past this for some reason. Those are L's that people really have a tough time getting over.
Especially them financial L's. Them financial L's. Ooh.
Because you don't want to admit this was your decision making.
Yeah. Accountability has to kick in at some point. I'm the one who invested in this. Mm-hmm. I'm the one who, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad about my stock picks though.
Oh, look, hey, get on it. Get on it, guys. Get on it, guys.
Yes.
We need to dedicate an episode to, like, just teaching people how to do stocks.
We are not financial advisors, but we do like money.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all have some form of a business.
We do.
I mean, this is low key our business.
You need one.
This is our joint venture.
This is our joint venture.
Yes. Yeah. I'm talking about other.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. We got to start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Photographer and other media.
I sell t-shirts, bro.
And I exist.
They're coming. They're coming. I got more coming soon though.
So we have. Personally, we're gonna start doing tournaments for Domino's.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start putting that together pretty soon. Oh. That's gonna be my business, but
yeah,
I want to make backyard wrestling a thing again.
No, no, please, let's not. That was a cool video game concept, but nah, let's not.
Oh no, video game concept. People actually did this.
Yeah, well, backyard wrestling. It was on the PS2, like. Yeah. And I saw, it was pretty cool.
The game did not compare to the videos.
Obviously, it didn't. Hey, R.I.P. Kimbo Slice, because without him, you know what I'm saying?
Right there.
That was the guy.
Exactly.
He was the guy.
Actually made it to the mainstream.
And that's the thing. That's what pissed me off. When he died.
Whipped. I'm sorry.
Why you damn? He had the shit on him.
R.I.P. Kim.
Damn.
At the same time, I still
Street
attribute his
Street
age
legend
and everything else to what led up to his death. He was in a young man's sport as a middle-aged man.
He was in his 40s, bro.
He was.
They
got a movie coming out about him.
Not
they do?
Yeah. Winston Duke playing him.
Let me see. Let's
That's
see how old
M'Baku.
he was.
That's
Let me get it
M'Baku.
right. Let me get it right.
They got M'Baku playing Kimbo Slice. That's crazy.
M'Baku.
M'Baku. I want to see it though.
Come to the mountains.
Hey, man.
I want to see it though.
Kimbo Slice.
I'll be bringing the movie news.
You know what?
Every podcast.
That's something that we got to do.
Yes.
We got to review biopics because they're really hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because
They really are.
here's a biopic that a lot of people argue over.
What's up?
Ray, did Jamie Foxx play Ray
Or
Charles,
impersonate.
or did he impersonate Ray Charles?
I gotta go back
That
and
is
watch
a
it then.
good question.
I gotta go back and
It's
watch it to
acting-
give you
it's
an
acting-
accurate, you know.
But
I
it's
gotta go back and watch
Shout
it.
out to Jamie Foxx.
Shout
He's
out to
from
Jamie
Texas.
Foxx.
But every time you act from a real person, you got to do some form of impersonation.
Oh, and Kimbo Slice died at the age of 42.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Chadwick
But still
Boseman
young.
did James Brown.
He did.
A lot of people didn't like that movie. I love that movie.
I like that movie. It was
The
so
only
bad. It's
reason
just
I
not-
could have an argument against it because they took a psychedelic feel to it. They didn't really, how should I say? They didn't give you a story of which you could sympathize with James Brown. They gave you like, here's James Brown.
Yeah. Did they? I don't
Interesting.
remember them adding Michael Jackson or nothing.
They have a documentary that they usually show on MTV that they try to play off as a biopic, but they've done some offshoot movies that didn't go nowhere.
Well, I was
For
saying
Michael
like,
Jackson?
I'm saying
For
like
Michael
Michael
Jackson,
Jackson
yes.
in
Huh.
the movie. I'm saying like Michael Jackson in the James Brown film. I didn't see him with him.
I don't think they had actual rights to.
Well,
After
not
Michael
none of the
Jackson.
music. I'm saying like they could have had a little kid come up and was like,
Hi,
I'm
Michael.
part of the
Yeah.
Jackson 5.
Yeah.
You remember being my inspiration?
You probably remember the movie better than me. I
No,
don't remember anything
Well,
like that.
nigga, I don't remember.
But that's what I'm saying. We got to go back and watch these movies to fully
But
give
nigga,
a.
a movie review
More
coming in
episodes.
soon.
Movie reviews coming.
Movie reviews are
Yeah,
coming.
coming.
goddammit.
Hey,
Oh,
we gonna be on them hoes. I ain't gonna
How
lie
many
to you.
cameras are we working with?
You said what?
Oh,
How many cameras are we working with?
I'm looking at that one.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm looking at that
But
one the whole time.
This one's staring me right in the face, though.
We've been looking.
And y'all some hoes. You can't even see me in now. Yeah,
We can hear you, though.
I'll be-
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in this hoe. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yes. But nah, yeah. Movie
No, I mean, you
reviews,
can move it
bro.
back. I wasn't tripping on it.
Movie reviews, general news.
Yeah, I mean, guys, this podcast is going to be about everything.
We talk about everything.
We're going to talk. This is not going to be one of those, we're just talking about women or we're just talking about movies.
Believe it or not,
We're gonna
this
talk about
podcast
everything.
is about you guys hanging out with us.
Yeah. This is shit we talk about every day.
It's just talking, bro.
And now we're going to make money doing it. So
It's not about the money, but I get.
Oh,
what you're saying.
come on.
I get what
Come
you're
on.
saying,
You
bro.
knew what I meant.
Come
You knew what
on.
I meant.
Seeing as how we forgot to do it at the beginning of the video, like, comment,
Comment.
subscribe, share. These are literally the free ways in which you can actually
way.
donate to us and actually contribute to our
Ain't no
content.
toll.
Free.
If you feel
All
so
free of
inclined
y'all.
to, when we put up
All
the links
free
to
of
where
y'all.
you can actually put money toward us, by all means, donate what you feel
Subscribe
like.
to my
We will
OnlyFans.
never sit here and beg you for money or even put out campaigns where it's like, hey man, donate this much and you get this. No. Once the Patreon goes up, you just get videos faster and you get to indulge in us a whole lot more.
And we're going to talk about
That's
real.
it.
We're going to talk about some raw shit on the Patreon.
on the
now.
Patreon.
That's where you get
Look,
the
on the
uncut raw
man,
videos.
look,
Yeah,
man,
everybody got
look.
stories.
We gotta
bro.
make sure everything is censored and YouTube friendly, so that way
Yeah.
we can stay monetized on there. But at the end of the day, welcome to Space City Renegades.
Yes,
Space
Space
City
City
Renegades. We're going to get shirts too. We're gonna,
Yes, big. Yeah,
We got to figure out
to.
this logo.
It sound like a
we do.
Nintendo game. I'm fucks with it.
Dun, 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 dun. Space City Renegades.
If I still had my Nintendo 64, I think I had a game like that.
Space City Renegade.
8-bit video game.
8-bit. That shit would be live.
That-
You
Hey,
know
look,
what
that was
would
dope, a
actually be
t-shirt, though.
cool?
What?
A good series that we should do, and I think you would actually enjoy this as
Yeah.
well. If we actually watched the original Japanese version of Power Rangers, Sentai Rangers,
Oh, Super Sentai?
Super Sentai.
Ah. That'd be cool. I'm down.
Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
They get real over there. Why they watered it down for us? Maybe it was just for
They
the
had
kids.
the Black Ranger fucking doing break dances.
Hey,
I
bro.
hated that
Hey,
shit.
listen, bro.
Hip-hop,
He,
though.
he lives in Houston. That's crazy.
What?
He be at Local C.
No. You
The
wanna
Black
know-
Power Ranger.
Yes, nigga.
So
The
I gotta
Mastodon.
ask him this. Why the fuck they had you
Mastodon.
tap
You know
dancing
what?
and shit?
I apologize. Me and Rob have an unreasonable hate for Local Seat. We gotta start going again just to run.
Well,
the
no,
Power
I never said I hated Local Seat.
Yes,
it's just
we
we
just-
went there so
Your
much.
feelings
We
and
love the
actions
Local
say
Seat.
otherwise.
We love Local Seat, bro.
Black
We,
businesses, we love Local
We
C.
got our start at Local Seat.
Yes, nigga.
we-
Birthday
we-
activities?
We didn't start at Local.
Yes, nigga. That
We
was
started
when
at
sparked up the
TSU,
school, bro.
but we went to Local Seat right after.
Local
Yes,
Seat is
bro.
the hangout.
Yes,
That's what for the locals.
we love you guys.
Thing is, I
We
never
love
went to
y'all.
U of H. I don't know none of their hangouts, but I'm pretty sure they got a local one they could think of right now. Drop it in the comments. If you're watching this and you went to
Okay.
U of
It's our
H, what is
time.
your local?
Guys,
we gotta
that's
go.
our time.
our time.
Like you said, like, comment, subscribe. We will be back.
Yes.
We're out of here.
Let's go.